All right, we're live. Let's do our usual and share out the video here. Maybe. All right, let's see. All right, got those shared out. All right, let's see if we can do some inks here. Dogs are going a little bonkers with running back and forth in the house. If you caught our Whatnot stream last night, this is the sketch cover that I worked on during the stream. So I'll work on this for just a bit. Let's see here. Do some inks on the face here. The cover stock on these is a little rough. Kind of fights the pen a little bit, I feel like. So I didn't have the Thundercats blank sketch covers yet last night. We're doing our Whatnot stream, so I decided I'd do a Lion-O on Conan blank. So we got quite a few of these. Both characters with swords. Thought that worked. Had to go grab some dried grass from the dog who said he was going to chew on that in the chair in here. All right, so getting some inks done on Lion-O's face here. I'll ink a little bit here and see how far I get, see how long I can stick around on here. Got a few remarks to do from last night's Whatnot show. What's up, Justin? So I'm going to be working on knocking those out at some point today. Just working, keep missing the lives, never get notifications. I don't know what the deal is, and I'm trying to make sure I share it to the group because it seems like the notifications go out better from there, but even that's kind of failing, and I'm struggling to find a normal time slot to do these. Like today, I had to do a Zoom meeting type thing, so I couldn't do it when I normally would around 10, 11 in the morning. So hopefully over the next week or so I can find something kind of normal so people know when to look out for it. So we did the Whatnot sale last night. Still trying to get some feelers if we should do like a regular Facebook Live sale. Sunday, I know we got some major competition on Sunday. I don't think we'd do it that time of evening, but Saturday's kind of out because we got some plans. How's it going, Cameron? I'm going to keep trying to work on these sketch covers so we can get ready for con season because WonderCon is going to be coming up real quick now. Anybody watching this now or later on, I did open up the commission list for WonderCon and C2E2 if anybody's interested. Now's the time to get that request in. Yeah, I wasn't able to get Thundercats blanks yesterday. The UPS did not make it to the comic store before we did our Whatnot sale last night. So figured what the heck, I'll do a Lion-O on a Conan cover because I got a bunch of these. Figured, it's another character with a sword. Was amazed by the folks that were, I don't know, dumbfounded, baffled, or had trouble accepting. I don't know what the case was, but I did a He-Man on a Conan cover, And I kept getting comments going, "That's not Conan, it's He-Man," which I did put in the description. So I don't know. They didn't respond back with much after I agreed with them that it was He-Man on the cover. I gotta check in with my local shop. Hopefully they've got the Thundercats blanks in. Because I'd like to do some more Thundercats sketches to go with the Thundercats variant. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what was up with UPS yesterday. They were a couple hours late going through our neighborhood, and there's a UPS store right next to the comic shop, and I had gone into the UPS store first to ship out the Thundercats variants for Clan McDonald, and I did that at like early afternoon. Found out that the UPS trucks had never even made it to the UPS stores at like they usually have like 4 or 5 trucks that stop in throughout the day, and none of them had made it there. And then I left to go meet Steph for dinner at like 5, and the UPS truck was finally making its rounds in the neighborhood, and they're usually here a couple hours before that. And then after dinner, since we were right down the street, swung back into the comic shop, and they still had not delivered books. So no idea. Don't know if there was technical issues, if there was mechanical issues, whatever. Did not find out anything. So hopefully the books got delivered last night or sometime today. I'll go pick them up. We'll see. Let's see. Joby says, "Can't wait to start going to bigger cons as an artist. I've only done smaller one-day events so far." Yeah. My best advice is, do the stuff that is going to work for you, and once you feel like you're ready, and in all honesty, if you can afford it, do it. It's a totally different thing. And I will say that the bigger shows don't always equal more sales. There's other things that go along with it, like you get to see different people. Like for us, it's a good time that we see different friends from all across the country, whatever. But yeah, it doesn't always equate to more sales or better sales or any of that mess, because once you do a bigger show, then you've got more competition essentially, and not just with fellow creators basically, but everything else that goes with it: the parking, the food, the cost to get in, so on and so forth. But again, if you can find what works for you, run with it, because it is a good experience. Good fun to be had, connections to be made, all that good stuff. Yeah, Cameron, it definitely was like a bad day for UPS or something. I don't know. Curious if the comic shop owner will have any hot scoop on what happened or anything. Try to swing in tomorrow. Got to run some errands, so try to swing in and see what transpired. Cameron says, "I'm curious, what's one of the most fun cons you've done so far in your career?" So for various reasons, I've had a lot of fun at San Diego. And the most fun I had was not setting up. I think one of the years went and my buddy was set up in small press, and um, that's a whole nother story in itself. But I'll just say, like, it was going out again, and it just the idea of sitting in small press all weekend just didn't thrill me. So I took some time, did the portfolio stuff and whatnot for a couple days of the con, and then when all the big stuff was happening with the panels, we knew we weren't going to get in Hall H. Like that was kind of a lost cause. We did try for Star Wars because it was when they were getting ready to start promoting. I think Last Jedi. It might have been Force Awakens. I can't remember which. But anyway, we stood in line all day for trying to get in and get tickets to go see the Star Wars panel the next day. Didn't happen, but we had a blast standing in that line because of all the people we met, people we talked to, conversations, all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. We did spend one chunk of the day though. We went to Ballroom 20 and did all the TV panels for that day. It was when Agents of Shield was getting ready to premiere, so they showed us I think the first episode, maybe the first two episodes of Agents of Shield. Saw the Big Bang Theory panel. Uh, Legend of Korra panel. And oh shoot, why am I drawing a blank on it? Bones. So it was really cool to see that stuff, and the panels were a lot of fun, all that. So I think that's one of the more memorable, more fun experiences that I definitely had at a show. Um, Typically tend to have a blast at C2E2 because we see tons of friends. Um, Usually get to actually hang out, do the BarCon thing at times, and just you know get to actually have conversations and stuff after the con. Um, and for the longest time, would always have a blast going to Gem City Comic Con. It's a little show in Dayton that oh geez, I think this might be like it's year 20 or year 19 for them, something like that. I've done all but two so far. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do it this year because we're going to San Diego and it falls, I think, the weekend before it, which is better than the last couple of years. It has fallen the same weekend of it, but because we're going back to San Diego, it's a lot to take doing that show, and then leaving a couple days later to go to California. So, but always had a good time. Again, hang out with friends, go to dinner, go to like there's this fun little pub that's down the street from the convention center that we would go grab dinner. Like last year, they had a live band playing. Um, just good times all around. Um, so yeah, so hopefully that long-winded response answers your question. I'm looking forward to doing San Diego and WonderCon. We've only done WonderCon once. Last time we were there was 2018, I believe. And then we did San Diego for like 10 years in a row. Up till 2019, and then the old Pandy hit and kind of ruined our streak. So looking forward to going back since it's been 5 years basically. Um, our buddy Nate is going, and he has not done the show, whatever. So he got in, and he's super pumped and excited about it. So looking forward to going and having some fun and goofing off for the week in California. paper does not like the pens. It is super toothy. How's it going, Danny? Danny says SDCC is a bucket list for sure. Yeah, I mean it's a lot of fun. You know, it's an expensive trip, but it's a lot of fun. It was something that definitely took a while to figure out the logistics and make it happen, but so it's always been a good experience of all sorts of stuff. Learning experience in multiple ways, and just this the fun, the good food, the hanging out with everybody, all that mess. I was gonna do Dragon Con. It was actually the year that we ended up doing WonderCon. But the timing didn't work out quite well for us because of when it falls. And there was a couple other things that came into play. So we ended up having to back out of it, unfortunately. So we did, I think the year we applied for that. And then because that didn't work out, we took the money that we were going to spend on doing Dragon Con and ended up, that was our first year doing WonderCon. At some point, I'd like to get down and try Dragon Con. I've had several friends and acquaintances that have done it over the last couple of years that they speak pretty highly of it. So I'd like to give it a shot at some point. Joby, locally, Central Ohio. Danny, I actually looked into doing WonderCon this year, or not WonderCon, MegaCon. Sorry, it's been a long morning already. I tried to do MegaCon this year, but they were already sold out of space when the show ended last year. So there wasn't any artist space available to buy. I contacted them, and because of the hang up of waiting to hear about WonderCon took so long, like we didn't find out until last Friday, that I unfortunately, like when I finally heard from them about a possibility of doing a table, it wasn't feasible because we were still waiting and we didn't know what was going to go on with the rest of the year with the trips and how we were doing it. So I'd like to try to find a way to get down there. It looks like a lot of fun. Just got to figure out the logistics because it's was a 4-day show, I think, something like that. And so that makes it difficult because Steph can't get that many days off of work. So that means I'm looking at going on my own or trying to find somebody that can go with me. And that is a little bit of a nightmare of trying to figure that stuff out. So hopefully at some point we can make it work. What's up, Husto? Thanks for tuning in last night. And I think you picked up some stuff. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and Cameron's talking about Dragon Con being Labor Day weekend, and that's usually what kills us is it's Labor Day weekend, and that's usually like the second, maybe third week of school. So again, Steph can't get time off, and with it being that many days, it's especially with it being at the beginning of the year, she can't take the time off. So it's a little tricky. Oh, Husto. I couldn't remember who did what last night, but I know we chatted quite a few times throughout the evening, which I haven't forgot about the Taken Verse book. I couldn't. I'm like the rules and stuff on whatnot are a little confusing at times, but like if I can't find the Taken Verse book, Marat has on the Counterpoint site. He has I don't remember what his word for it is, but they're like essentially reader copies of all the Pooh books and the Taken Verse book and stuff, and they're like I think $10. So they're not limited print run. They're you know can buy them at any time, that type of thing. Um, so if you're interested, like I said, he's got them. I think I have one of those Taken Verse books left, but it was not where I thought it was in the studio last night. And yeah, Thundercats, we definitely got plenty yet. Anybody that's watching that hasn't seen it, hasn't checked it out yet, we've got a Thundercats exclusive. I got it on the bag and the board. I can't show the back logo, but it's exclusive to us, so you can only get it from us unless you did the pre-order with Clan McDonald. You can add remarks like I did on the cover here. All that is on our website in the store. So if you go to SeanForney.com, which is up in the upper right of the screen, I believe. Well, it's got the link directly to the Square store, the SeanForneyArt.square.site. Thundercats books are in there. They come with a COA. Get signed. Again, you can add a remark. All those options are up on there. And yeah, they had a ton of covers. Like there was not just me that was just jonesing to do a Thundercats cover. So I'm hoping the comic shop got in their order now because there's a couple of the variant covers that the shop should have that I'd love to get. I think one of my favorites is the one Ryan Stegman did. He did it as a MegaCon exclusive. Trying to remember who else. Who else had done one that I really loved? It was there was so many. It was hard to keep track of it. Picked up the Liefeld one, nice. And he's got his own like exclusive. Like he did the normal cover and they did a black and white version of it, and then he did his own variant and did like a black and white, a virgin, a color, the whole mess. Dan Fraga, however you say it, he did a pretty cool looking cover. Kind of had like a little bit of an old school vibe to it. Like it kind of put me in the mindset of like a John Buscema, Frazetta type vibe. I thought that was neat. I'd have to look at like the giant thing. Like I don't know if you saw it, but they put a at least that I know of, they put most all of the covers in the like back couple of pages. So if you didn't get to see them all on like all the various websites and whatnot, they've got kind of a master list in the back of issue 1. Danny, thanks for sharing the link in there. So yeah, if anybody wants to go after the Thundercats variant, it is on the store. It's like the first item in there. That link will take you to the store. You can hit the purchase button or whatever, and we got stuff ready to go for shipping the books and stuff, so it'll go out quick. Gotta fix what I did for this sword last night. Thanks, Cameron. Yeah, we got the art book. We're gonna launch that while we're at WonderCon. So the end of the month it'll launch. We got the approval, like the first round of approval thing from Kickstarter. It surprisingly won't have that many tiers. I think there are 4 tiers if I'm not mistaken. Actually make that 5 because I think it. Oh no, take that back. Now I'm remembering how she did it. There should be 4 tiers. It's there's 3 different versions of the cover of the book. The interior is all the same, but we're offering it up in a spiral bound, a trade paperback, and a hardcover. So you'll have an option to pick one of those. So there's your 3 tiers, and then there's a tier to get all 4 or all 3. Excuse me, all 3. And then there'll be add-ons like if you miss Scarlet books, you'll get you get the option to pick up the set of Scarlet books for anybody that hasn't picked them up yet. Be an add-on for Remarks, and I'm not sure what else. I know there's a couple of add-ons, but that's essentially it as far as the art book goes. And Huso, it's next month. Sorry, I don't remember what exactly I said, but end of March when we go to WonderCon, we'll launch it. It'll be similar to the one we had on Whatnot. That was kind of like the preview edition of it that we had for cons last year. So it'll start out as an 84-page art book. So that part will be the same other than the cover as to what we had. Where new stuff will come into play is if we meet stretch goals, we'll make it like a 90 to like 96 page book, something like that. We've got a couple of stretch goals picked out where it goes from, I think, 84 to 90 and then to 96. I believe it's something like that. So each version, so the paperback version will have one cover. The spiral bound will have a different cover, and then the hardcover will be a different cover. So it's 3 new pieces of art. The book's already done, ready to go. So once the Kickstarter is launched, we'll send those guys to print and then start packing and shipping. So this will be a first for us of having a Kickstarter that outside of those couple of pages of add-ons that might happen because of stretch goals, everything should be in the can, ready to go, basically. And that's all we were waiting on, was me to have the opportunity to finish the covers. And it took a while to get there due to everything else that was going on. So cover's done. Yeah, like I said, there will be an option for remark in the add-ons. Inside of the cover would work best with the spiral bound. The trade and the hardcover might be a little bit tricky to do remarks on the inside cover, just because it'll possibly muck up the binding. But that is something that, like I said, you can add it on and you can shoot a message over with specific directions. But I guess just know that going into it that there is that potential depending on which version that you buy. But let's see. I think I got Lion-O inked up here. So I think I'm gonna call it on this one today, so I can get going on some of the remarks for the Thundercat stuff. But thanks everybody coming and hanging out. Again, I'm gonna try to stream more frequently. I just don't know time frames yet of when. So just look out for the notifications. I know that the notifications are horrible about letting people know, but make sure you like and follow the page, and join the Facebook group, the Forney Fanatics group. Both of those, out of one of them, you hopefully get the notification. There's all those fun things you can do where you like click the 3 little dots on your screen and set it up for like specific types of notifications to help out weed through the algorithm. So hopefully that will help with getting those notifications, because I know Justin mentioned he had some trouble with it, and I do as well. I get notifications for a couple of groups like 2 days after the after the stuff's happened. Just to say, how did your other Kickstarter do yesterday? Are you talking about the Lady Death one that I did some work for, or are you talking about the Clan McDonald one that I did work for? Either way, I think they're both doing extremely well. So the Cause and Effect one, which is the one with Clan McDonald, they're up to $33,000. They got 288 backers and 24 days to go. So I did the colors on that one. Lady Death. There it is. There. Holy cow. Lady Death is at $278,840. So I'd say they're doing really good. Really good. They got 29 days to go. On that one, I did the handcrafted Lady Death books. This time it was Rob Liefeld. So I've done a couple of Ebass, Willis Portacio. Actually, I think I've done 3 Ebass covers. Willis Portacio and now Rob Liefeld. I think there was one other in the mix, and I can't remember off the top of my head the artist on that one. But I think this is my 5th. Excuse me. Man. I think this is my 5th of the handcrafted, maybe the 6th, something like that. So super excited that got a chance to color Rob Liefeld's artwork for this one, for the handcrafted stuff. And anybody that didn't catch the Whatnot show, I've got 2 of the previous handcrafted books are available. We'll try to do, I don't know. Anybody here have any interest in seeing us sometime Sunday before that Superb Owl thing's on? We could do a potential Facebook live show, live sale, if anybody's interested. But I'm gonna need a handful of people saying they're actually interested and want to see this thing, because we definitely got our hands full of stuff we need to do. But we're gonna try to do the whatnots once a month. I'm trying to build up stock, which is why you see me working up on all the sketch covers here. So I've got stuff going into the con season, got stuff so we can do the whatnot sales, all that good stuff. So some of that stuff could find their ways to the whatnot sales or the Facebook Live stuff. Just trying to make sure that we're using our time wisely here, I guess, is where I'm getting. But again, make sure you sign up on all the stuff to get all the notifications. Hopefully they will go out. Hopefully you get them, because yes, as Danny said, they're terrible at showing stuff. Like I said, I get stuff that's like 2 days after the fact. So again, make sure you hit that, little 3-dot thing and set your notifications to whatever to make the stuff pop up. Thoughts on Madam Web next week? I'm going to see it. I've heard all sorts of interesting rumors. I know that the trailers don't make it look that great. I'm sure it's going to be what it is, but I am kind of excited to see it because it is in the Spider-Man universe. And there's potential with them connecting to other Spider-Man stuff. So see if any of these rumors hold up, see if anything happens. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see it. It might bomb big time, but oh well. Seeing it Friday, we're seeing it Valentine's Day. We decided we'd go Valentine's Day and go see it. So what is that, Wednesday, I think? So yeah, we're gonna go check it out. We already got tickets for it. And maybe I'll be super excited because some of these rumors will come true. Maybe I'll be completely bummed and complain about it the next day. Who knows? But all right, folks, I'm going to jump out of here so I can work on the remarks for the Thundercat stuff from the Whatnot sale last night. Speaking of which, got a notification. I got a new follower. So yeah, if you haven't yet, head on over to the Whatnot, hit the follow button. That way you get notified when we do sales there. Sign up for our newsletter, all those good, fun, crazy things. Hope everybody has a great rest of the day. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. Look out for that. But everybody have a good one, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks so much.